And we're back. Yes, we are. In my basement, looking stupid. What's up? Well, I have this gun here today because someone forgot their pistol today. Someone that I say, look, if you're going to carry a gun, you need to carry a gun. You know, I did the same thing. When I first got my carry permit, I'd say stuff like, oh, I'm not going in any bad neighborhoods today. I don't need to carry a gun. Well, you know, that's silly. You have to get a system down, especially with firearms. That's part of being responsible gun owner. If you're going to carry, you need to do it all the time. Because when you don't do something all the time, and you periodically do it, that means you're not... Thank you, phone. That means you're not honed on what you're doing, so you can make a mistake. Okay? So, I mean, I was the same way. So, the wife's kind of a hardhead. This is her Ruger LC9. She don't always forget it. 90% of the time she remembers it. But I said, man, you gotta be like, you know, your pocketbook, your fucking cup of coffee, and your cell phone, and then your gun. It has to be part of your everyday system. You're either going to carry a gun or you're not. You know? That's the way it is. If you're going to start carrying, you need to do it all the time. So I'm a lazy carrier because I like to be comfortable. So I carry the Glock 42. It's the same size as this, and it's a 380. This is a LC9. This is a special edition. You can see it has a gold. What the fuck you could say it? Medallion. Has a gold medallion on there. It's really pretty. They only made like, I don't know, between 1,500 and 2,000 of these, and I think she's pretty lucky at getting one of these. It's like a collector's gun, but the LC9S to me is a nicer gun because it has a nicer trigger. But this is still a really good, reliable gun. If you want something good, reliable, and it's not a lot of money, this 9mm is really nice. The LC9. So we also rent these at Double Action. And they never jam, they don't break, so they're really tough guns. But anyway, back to the thing. As you can see, there's one in the chamber. It tells you right there. That's why I'm holding it like this. And this thing's ready to go. What's good about this gun is you can carry one in the chamber with the safety off, which it is. I don't believe in safeties once you're trained. Once you know what you're doing. And you have good habits. I really don't believe in safeties because when you are under stress or if someone's going to be attacking you, your fingers turn into flippers. You are totally discombobulated. All your motor functions are fucked. So the only thing you could do is almost aim and pull a trigger. So that's how you want to set your gun up. You want it set up to where you could draw, aim, and just pull a trigger. You're not going to want to be doing, oh, let me get the safety off. It's too late, you're dead. It's just too late. I mean, look at them two cops. I mean, they were armed and they were ambushed. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how fast things happen. So you want to eliminate it by training yourself to skip unnecessary steps. New gun owners are always obsessed with safeties. Every time they come in, oh, I want to get a Glock. Well, okay. Well, I heard it don't have a safety. I'm like, well, it has internal safeties, but it don't have external safeties. Oh, I can't buy that. Really? Well, why is that? Well, it don't have a safety. I'm like, well, you need to train yourself that your safety is in your brain and keep your finger out of the trigger guard, which is a really simple thing to do. And you don't need a thumb safety. But, like I said, you have to train your mind and get your mind used to it to where you feel comfortable and confident carrying without a thumb safety. So, which I do have her in that mode. She never has a thumb safety on. And what's good about this gun is, God forbid, if something did get stuck in here and pulled that trigger by accident, this is a very hard 10-pound trigger. Now the LC9S, that has a really light trigger, so you got to be more careful with it when you don't have a safety on it. If you don't have a safety on it, if you're not going to use a thumb safety, the gun needs to be in a holster like this. This is a beautiful holster from Bear Hug Holsters. And this is Kydex wrapped in leather. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he did a beautiful job on this holster. Now this gun it's in the holster. The trigger guard is completely covered. It's completely safe. There's no way anything's going to get in there and discharge the gun by accident. So if you're going to carry without a thumb safety, you need to have it holstered. You can't have it in your pocketbook. You can't have it in your fucking glove compartment, which is stupid anyway, to me. You want to carry a gun in your pocketbook, the first thing someone mugs you on the street, what do? They grab your pocketbook. Well, now they got your pocketbook and your gun. If you're going to be a concealed carry person, if you're going to be a licensed CCW, concealed carry weapons carrier, Jesus, I can't get my brain right. The gun needs to be on your person, on your body, on your hip, on the front of your hip, the back, in your ass, whatever the fuck you want to put it. It needs to be on your body, not in a pocketbook, not in a glove compartment. But that's the worst place you could put a gun, is in a glove compartment. I told you what happened to me years ago. The cop pulled me over. My son's water pistol was in the glove compartment, and I almost got shot because he thought it was a real gun. That was just my stupidity. I just wasn't thinking. Again, the gun needs to be on your body. So I got the wife out of that pocketbook shit. You know, she keeps it on her hip when she remembers it. That's the best place for it to be. No one else can get their hands on it but you. That's the safest place the gun can be, is on your body. So it's either on your body or in the safe. On your body or in the safe. Period. That's if you're carrying. So, man, I'm really rambling. I want to show you this light too. So yeah, that's the deal with that. You know, I hope you got some good information from that information I just gave you. This is a really nice little gun. Double action sells these. We don't have this edition, but we have the black ones, and they're under 400 bucks. They're just really good little guns, and it'll save your life. God forbid if you need it to, it'll do the job. So it's got nice sights too, 3 dots. Real quick before I get to the next one, I just wanted to show you this light real quick. This is a little light, and this is going to be another giveaway. Through Night sent me this for Christmas. They actually sent me 2. I was glad they sent me 2 because then I get to keep one. And the winner of this light is going to be Black Sheep 2. He's a really nice guy. He's a subscriber of the channel, and he's a customer of Double Action. So this is cool. I don't have to mail it. I can just give it to him. But this is the Through Night TI miniature mini flashlights. Now when I first seen this, I was like, oh, it's cute. You know what I mean? It's a cute little light. I might use it, throw it in the drawer. I don't know. But when I put the fucking battery in it and seen how powerful this thing was, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Seriously? So now I was like, well, I'm excited now that I have this light. I'm glad they sent me 2 because I'm going to get to keep one. Great for the keychain. Here's the, of course, the chart for the lumens and all that. I don't know how many lumens it is. I can't believe how bright it is for how small it is. Don't want to get into that too much because this is going to be a long video. You guys know the Through Nights are probably the brightest, most powerful flashlights, and the best prices. They are. No one can even compare to them. So you already know that, so I don't have to tell you that. But what I will do is show you this one. This one's kind of neat. It has a stainless steel. It's beautiful. So like I said, when I first seen it, I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, it's a nice little light. It's handy. But once I put that battery in there and seen how bright this thing gets, I couldn't believe it. Just like all the other Through Nights, this is the TI, and it's waterproof, nice and small. You can put it on your keychain. It even has a nice clip, which I will be putting on it because, oh, here it is. Here's the keychain set up. You got a whole keychain set up with an extra O-ring. They just think of everything. So I'm probably going to use it as a clip light. So I'll probably just put this clip on there if I'm probably putting it in the wrong spot. I guess you can either put it there, or you can take it off and put it. Actually, this would be the better spot to put it. This way. There, like that. So here's the light. Look how small this is. It's the size of a. What is that the size of? I don't know. I don't know anything that size. It's really small. It's an LED, real glass. It's got the orange peel cone inside. It's very bright. And there's 1, Check this out, right? 2, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's really bright. Then I went like this. I was like, holy fuck, you got to be kidding me. This light in the pitch dark will light up your whole basement. Look how small it is. Okay, so it's 1, 2, and then 3. Super, super bright. That's the brightest light I ever seen that small. So here's a size comparison. It's about the size of a little punch. It's smaller. That's the size of it. This is great because a lot of people like me, when I'm carrying shit, I can't stand to be uncomfortable. I don't feel big, heavy things pulling my pants. This is great, man. You just slide this in your pocket, on your little chapstick pocket, on your Wranglers, the little gay pocket. Sorry, that's a bad habit I got. Did you know Ebomi wipes his ass with dryer sheets? That's another story. Anyway, yeah, very, very convenient. Slide it in your pants pocket and you don't have to feel like you're carrying all this big shit around. And another thing, I know this is crazy to even say this, but the finish, it's not chrome plated, it's polished. Because when you open it up inside, you can see where the chrome look stops and then the real steel starts. It's not. It's all one. And I can't explain it. It's just real high quality. Look at that. That is freaking sweet. So I just want to thank Through Night for sending me this little TI. Really nice little light. So to turn it off, you turn it all the way closed and just give it a half a turn, about the width of a dime, till it shuts off, and that's it. And you just bloop, slide it in your pocket. I put it right in my fucking breast pocket, my man boob pocket. I think it's cool, man. Great for the shop too. You need a little light real quick. So Black Sheep 2, this is your light. I'll see you at the range. I'm sure he comes there every weekend. Come on by at the range and I'll hand it over to you. And you're going to like it. It's a cool little light. Alright. Now, the other thing I wanted to cover. You know, these anti-gun people, I don't understand it. I hate talking about this. You know, it can destroy friendships. You know, it sucks when you have a good friend that's on the anti-gun side, or not quite anti-gun. They just don't like guns, so they kind of agree with the anti-gun statements. It's I don't understand how they think. I don't understand how they think. They want to get rid of all guns. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I just got to get this off my chest. They want to get rid of all guns. Okay, say you got rid of all guns, which you can't get rid of all guns, because the only people you can take their guns from are the ones that are registered, and they're the people that are good people that don't do anything bad with guns. And if they do, it might be like in the 1% category, so it's not a problem. So say you take all the guns from those people, which they're the only guns that you're going to take them from, because they're the ones that are going to hand them in, because they're the people. Well, some of them will hand them in, but you know, say they did hand them in. You're only going to get the guns from the good. What I'm saying is, you're only going to get the guns from the good people, and then the other guns that are out there are the killers and criminals. They're the only ones going to have the guns. What's going to happen? The crime's going to go fucking tenfold through the roof because they know nobody's armed. Oh my God. So I said this to this person. I hope if this person's watching, I hope they don't get mad at me, because they're a very good friend of mine. I said, let me ask you a question. This is what I say to all anti-gun people. They never can give me a good answer. Never. If someone's doing like some kind of crazy shooting spree, some mental fucking maniac, which that's the problem. It's a mental illness problem, not a gun problem. If someone like that goes on a shooting spree, you're present, you're there, how do you stop that person? How do you stop that person? Don't tell me 911. It takes too long. Everyone will be dead before that response even gets there on time. So forget 911. So you need to stop this person right away, immediately, in his tracks. How do you do it without a gun? You know what the answer was? I'm not kidding you. And I'm not making fun of you. Wait for him to reload and tackle him. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That's the answer? Wait for him to reload and tackle him? What? Wait for him to reload and tackle him? You mean You mean that? And that was slow. And my point, even if you're 5 feet away from the person, you're still not going to be able to do that fast enough. Because first you're waiting for him to reload, then you have to process that in your brain, which is panicking at the time, so which takes even more time. There is no way you're going to be able to do that. It's not going to happen. Okay? That's silly. So you're waiting for him to reload, so more people are dying. Say, all right, I'm going to wait for him to reload, then tackle him. So, all right, we've got 9 shots left. Shit, I have to wait for 9 more people to die. Here's a better solution. How about a responsible concealed carrier that happens to be carrying stop the person, which happens all the time, which this person thinks it does not happen all the time, because, like I said, it depends what media you're watching, your information that you get. Okay, so it happens all the time. Okay, it might not happen a lot, but it happens often enough to where it just happened here in my neighborhood. There's a doctor at Fitzgerald Mercy Hospital. He was carrying a .32 caliber pistol. Some guy came in that hated him. His pockets were full of ammunition. He was planning a shooting spree. He shot at the doctor first. The doctor happened to be carrying a gun, thank God, and smoked his ass. Because after the doctor, he had a long list of people he was going to go and take care of after that. So there's a prime example which happened in my neighborhood, which the police department that I work with at Double Action was called to that scene. So I kind of know what happened. All the details. There's an example that I didn't just hear on TV, that just happened locally, of a responsible concealed arms carrying person stopped a mass shooting. Thank you. Okay? I had to get off my chest. Oh my God. I don't understand that way of thinking. Anyway. But, dear good friend of mine, I love you. You know, don't get mad at me. I just had to bring that up. Thanks for arguing with me, because it gave me good content for today's video. Anyway, that's how they believe it, man. They're people that they're just not, I don't want to say uneducated, because it makes it sound like I'm talking down on them. They just don't know anything about guns. That's it. They just hate guns. They don't care about your statistics. They don't care about any of that stuff. They just physically hate this. It's so silly. They hate an object, because they're constantly misinformed by anti-gun media that exaggerates. And you know, every time there's a shooting, they always report that. Every time a gun saves a life, they never report that. They never report that. You have to get that information on the internet, or locally you'll hear about it, or the NRA will let you know about it, or even sometimes Fox News will let you hear about it. But you'll never hear that shit on CNN or NBC or none of them. They won't tell you that. They're only going to tell you what guns do bad and destroy. You know, guns are a part of American culture, and people better start getting used to it. And that is our homeland security. I know I'm preaching to the choir again, but because there's so many gun owners in America is half the reason why we don't get invaded through our own land. They know everyone's got guns over here. So that helps that too. Glock 21. I haven't shown this in a while. Head Down Products had this for a while. They bead-blasted the frame. People are asking me if I still have it. Yeah, I still have it. I love that bead blast job. It took off the shininess. I'm going to be honest. The stippling was good, but it was a little too aggressive for me, because I'm a little, I don't have rough hands anymore. I don't do that kind of work anymore. I used to be a welder and a contractor. Now that I've been in the gun industry, my hands got soft, so the stippling's can't be too aggressive. So what I did was, I just got 1000 grit sandpaper and just wiped it just a couple times, and now it's the perfect stippling. It's not too much. This is a great 45. If you like 45s and you want to get a Glock, The Glock 21 is an awesome 45. This is a Generation 3. That's why it does have a awesome trigger. There's no wall. The trigger gets tense. I'm pulling, but it's constantly moving through the wall, if you know what I mean. The Gen 4, it stops at the wall, and that's what makes you jerk the barrel, jerk the muzzle, and that's what screws you up. So we're going to get that Gen 4 right. I'm telling you we are. I'm still not happy with it. So Head Down Products really did a number on this for me. They did that. They polished all the internals. It smoothed out the trigger. And yes, I still have it. This is a great house gun. I wouldn't carry it. It's too big. Some people will. You can. I wouldn't. It's a great gun because it's you can it's big enough to put a light on it. And this is just a great home defense firearm right here is a Glock 21. It's one of my favorite Glocks. Is the 45, it's a Glock 21. The Glock 30S is a really nice 45 too if you want to carry it. It's a little snappy because the slide's slimmed down, but I don't know. I had one. It had a lot of recoil, I thought, but I shot decent with it. Now the Glock 30, the regular Glock 30, shoots like a Cadillac. It's the weight of the slide, it really helps it. Even a Glock 29, I shot a Glock 29 for the first time. It feels just like a Glock 30. I mean, it didn't. I thought I was going to get this big recoil. Not at all. The 10mm Glock 29 shot beautiful. So that's another option, which we have a double action. We have a 29, we have a Glock 20, we have Glock 21s, we have Glock 30s, we have Glock 30Ss. You know, we got a lot of Glocks at double action because they sell well and they never get complaints. The feedback is always positive. So once in a while you'll get something, but it's very rare. So that's why we stock a lot of Glocks, because you know, to keep people happy, they're reliable. Holds 13+1, so you got 14 rounds in the free state of PA. You're allowed to have 14 rounds. Here's another bullshit thing with the magazine. The magazine capacity. That's so much bullshit. Oh my God, putting the limitations on the magazine capacity, that doesn't do a goddamn thing. It doesn't keep anyone any safer. It's silly. It's silly. Like I said, non-educated gun people make gun laws. It's retarded. Jesus, God help us all. So, yeah, I just wanted to show this. Haven't seen it in a while. This runs great. It's flawless. It's a fantastic firearm. Super, super reliable. Super accurate. Easy to shoot accurate. I put the original sights back on because I took these sights off and tried them on another gun. And when I did that, I broke the front sight because I was being real impatient. So now I need sights for my Glock 21. So I'm going to be shopping around. I'll let you know. I might just put night sights on it because it's a house gun. That's a good gun to put night sights on. Another gun you haven't seen in a while, which yes I do still have, of course, is this beautiful Ed Brown Cobra Carry, 1911. I don't shoot it a lot because, not because I don't want to wear it out, it's because of my RA that I have. And the 45 really bothers me right in here, my thumb right in here. It just cracks. It sounds like glass, like Rice Krispies. It's terrible, and the 45 really irritates it. So I just don't shoot 45s a lot. This one I can because it's a little softer recoil, because it has a long, heavy slide. It's more like a, you know, a douche. You know, oh, a douche. This one's like, you know, blam, blam. It just really flicks up and it kills me in here. It sucks, man. What are you going to do? There's nothing I can do about it. It's only going to get worse. But I still have it, and I shoot it occasionally. And the Ed Brown, out of the box, never had one single malfunction, and the gun shoots amazing. And people are like, well, a gun like that, this is a true custom gun. This is handmade. You know, when Kimber says custom shop and all that, I don't know about that. I mean, they're nice guns, but this is a custom gun. It takes over 40 hours to make an Ed Brown. It takes over 40 hours to make a Wilson Combat. Same with a Nighthawk Custom, all them high-end 1911s, and they run nice. So they're worth the money, you know. To me it is. When you shoot this gun, a gun that's made like this, that's made by hand, you can't feel the parts moving, and it just feels so solid. Now, when I shoot my Sig Sauer Nightmare, which is a gorgeous 1911, it's probably the best looking gun I have, but you could still feel the parts going back and forth, the slide clacking back and forth. And it's cool, but it's just like, kind of like, it lets you know I'm a high production gun. You know, I'm not a handmade gun, that's all. But one doesn't shoot any better than the other, as far as 10 yards goes. Now, if you really reach out, I'm sure this will shoot a little better because the tolerances are so damn tight with this gun. But no malfunctions. And I always use Wilson Combat magazines. Yep, even on the Ed Brown. I just stick with Wilson Combats, man. They're just great mags. They work great. Alright guys, just messing around, gun talk. Congratulations to Black Sheep 2. I'll have this light for you at Double Action, and I'll beat you up there, whatever you want to do. And just gun talk, man. Talk to you guys soon.